What's going on, guys? Back out in the garage this evening because I'm gonna finish up the installation of the Auxbeam 22-inch LED light bar on my WRX. If you saw my previous video, I ran into quite a bit of troubles and difficulty when it came to mounting the light bar. I just couldn't get these brackets drilled through the plastic. The way the light bar is, the width is like the exact same width as these two little indentations in that part in behind the bumper there, so it was making it really difficult to drill through to bolt it up and mount it. So what I've done is I've actually created some brackets here of my own. So this is just from the local Home Depot. I just bought these two small tail brackets. They were like $1 each, and as you can see, they'll line up with the side of the light bar here. And then I'll mount them up and then drill these two, because they'll be in more down in the bumper there. They won't be in that awkward spot anymore, so I'll actually be able to mount them because these just go straight down in beneath it. So these ones go, of course, down and over just a little bit. And I just did some Plasti Dip over them to paint them black, and just picked up some smaller hardware because the hardware that it comes with only fits these. So let's get started taking off the bumper and then get the bar installed. Alright, front bumper's now off. I've gotten that down to a pretty quick timing because I've done it now quite a few times with changing the fog lights and the first failure of the install of this light bar. So now that it's off, we can get to work, and you guys can see here, this is where my first attempt failed. The holes here, like beneath that, there's absolutely no room for a bolt because it hits the corner of this like little indent there. Same goes on this side, and when I did drill it in, it ended up ripping the hole too big. So now the brackets are gonna come in, and I'm gonna be able to bolt them in like right here, which there's a lot more space underneath here, and same with this side underneath there. Alright guys, super annoying. I just tried to line it up and just test fit it with these brackets, and they're too tall. So what I'm gonna do is just drill a hole now in the middle of each bracket, which will then be like exactly half the height. Hopefully then that'll fit, because right now what's happening is the bar itself, the top is hitting the bumper beam in the front, so it's not fitting. So now I'm gonna go and drill it. There we go, we've got another hole. Now I'm gonna vacuum this up because you don't want to touch that stuff. There we go, it looks perfect. So I've got it bolted in on the side here. Now we will test fit, see. And it fits perfectly, guys. Awesome. There's a gap now, and you can see here, it's gonna bolt in down here as opposed to over here. That's awesome. I think this will work. And then I'll route the wiring all up on the side there. All right guys, so to show you, I've actually just kind of rotated it back so I could access the holes, and then marked it with a Sharpie where I need to drill, and I did on the other side as well. And now I'm going to use my Dremel with the drill bit, and I'm going to take it out, drill the holes, and then I'm going to actually just put the brackets in and mount just my brackets first. And then after I've done that, I'll slide the entire light back into the unit and then bolt up these side bolts on each side, and then continue on with the wiring. Alright, so now I've got all my hardware here. Just line this up with the markings I made exactly as it is. Put one through here, another right through here. Alright, so here you can see the bracket that I've made. And then just these two bolts, one for each side there. It goes through and then to the bottom down here. And I've just put a bolt and a washer on each side, and then it lines up, so it should be good to go, and we'll try and finish up and do the other side now and then mount the bar. Alright guys, there we go. The light bar is on. I finally managed to get it mounted on, and it's on there like really solid. I did 2 bolts in the bottom of each, as you saw. So it's definitely on there solid, and it's nice and level, and it's aimed nice and straight. So should go straight through that lower grill perfectly. And yeah, I've got the wire over here, and that's gonna tuck up over to the side. Alright guys, so I've got the actual light bar plugged in down here now, and then I just bundled up all of the wiring right here. I've got the Bluetooth controller right here, and the wires go up through here, up to the battery, and then down here. The 2 toggle switch wires then go up here, and to get this off, you just undo a couple clips up here, and then pull this down, and then they go up through here. And then in there, you can see way up there, and there's a little grommet there that you have to pop inwards, not out. And then fish the wiring in through there, and it should go into your cabin. And now we're gonna go inside and pull it through. Don't have to take your wheel off if you don't want to, but this made it a lot easier. And I also want to mention that the 2 buttons, they've changed the install since I saw other people's, but you can undo the clips now halfway. So you can see the ends here now. So I just put through those ends because these don't fit, right? Then you just put the wires through, and then you can plug this in on the inside. So that's what I'm gonna go do now. But I'm gonna put the wheel back on because I don't want to be sitting in the car with the wheel off, just in case it falls or something. Who knows? It'll be a lot easier if I can do it on a flat surface. So I'm gonna bundle this back up together now and put this back up, and then put the wheel back on, and then we'll get in the car and finish the installation. Alright guys, so I've put it all back together, and I fished the wiring in here through the footwells here. To pop this off, you have to take off the side piece, it just pops off, and then undo 1 screw, and then pull the clips out from up here, and this entire piece can come off then. I wanted to show you guys in here on the actual piece what you can see right in the center right now. The back of this 1 blank clip can undo, and you can take that right out. So you don't actually have to drill or do anything, depending on if you have that or not. So I'm gonna just pop that out and then finish up the wiring with plugging these switches in. And that'll have them, I'm just gonna put the power on and off there. So I'm gonna finish up the wiring portion here and just plugging the connectors in, and then putting it into the back of this piece here. Alright guys, so I finished up the wiring now, and it's probably a little bit difficult to see, but right here I've just got the toggle switch that I can toggle on and off, and it actually just slides right into there. So final step, we're just gonna actually wire it up onto the battery here now. Just take off the cover there. I have it going outside. Guys, 4 hours later, I'm finally finished the installation of the Auxbeam 22-inch LED light bar on my WRX, and I think I did as clean of a job as I possibly could have. It's nice and discreet, hidden in there beneath the bumper, the lower grille. So let's go and test it out, and I'll show you guys how it looks. I really like how that looks. It's hidden really nice and discreetly behind the grill, and I think I've got it dead center. So if we use this app, change the color. It's really cool. It remembers your last setting. So if you turn it down on blue, and then you go to pink and it's really bright, we turn it down. Go back to blue, it's at that low setting again. You could not drive around with this one for obvious reasons, guys. Let's see what it looks like with the fog lights. And then, of course, the normal headlights. Alright guys, so just back in the garage now, some final thoughts to conclude this video. The light bar looks really nice. The light output is very bright and it projects really far and it's really widespread, so it just kind of shoots in all directions. The ones in the middle you can tell beam a bit more downwards at the ground, but the ones on the outside are like floodlights, I think, and the lenses on those I think kind of just disperse that light everywhere. Now, would I be daily driving around with the light bar on? Absolutely not. There's no reason to do that, and it's super illegal. I'd be in a lot of trouble doing that. But if I'm ever out in the countryside, or I'm out doing some, journey, some trip, if I'm out shooting some photos or videos out in the countryside and it's late, it's gotten dark and there's no other cars around, just like using high beams, maybe I would be using the light bar to really light up what's ahead of me and add so much visibility and safety to the drive. Alright guys, so I'm going to end this video here now. Probably a pretty long one, but hopefully this helped you guys if you're looking to install the light bar yourselves. I'll drop a link down in the description below to the Auxbeam website, as well as a link to this particular light bar that I'm using. If you enjoyed this video, I'd be thankful if you left a comment below and also give the video a thumbs up. I'll be doing another video in the coming weeks when winter actually fully hits, out in the back roads and demonstrating the light bar and its full capabilities in a more extreme environment with the snow and pitch dark blackness out in the back country there. The lights shut out in here, but a huge thank you to Auxbeam for sending this out to me to try out. I'm really thankful for that, and I'm really impressed with the quality of the product so far. As always guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully you're having a good day or night, whatever it is where you are.